Hello, hello. Good morning. And Diablo, I've got your kitty for you. Are you done though? Hold on. No, 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 you're okay. He landed a little bit hard from that, so I wanted to make sure he was okay. Yeah, this is clearly a case of cat exploitation. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, just for Diablo. I should turn on this. But hello, Asitsu, and hello, Diablo. How are you all doing today? It was a little bit of cat exploitation. Cat wants to, so we have some nuts outside for the squirrels. So Zilby is very into looking outside at the squirrels right now, which is not up here. If I could figure out how to put like how to get the squirrels to come up to this window, Zilby would love to hang out with us. But maybe later or maybe tomorrow. All right. In the meantime, let's talk about Diesel. So last time we created our seeds, and we ran it, and I believe everything ran correctly. But we probably want to have tests for these seeds, right? Like we actually want to like have an automated test thing to make sure that the seed thing worked correctly. So that's what today I want to figure out how we want to do. How we want to handle this. And if I am going to run with the same model here, okay, so we have the same .env and we have the same sort of models. So that means we assume that they're named the same. Then let's see, what would this would probably be under tests because it would be a interactive end to end test, something like that. So bookstore, let's actually create a full test directory, and then if I okay, so uh seeds test. And so I believe we can just do let's see, I want to run our connection. So that's part of it, right? So if I have a function seed test, should I return a result? I probably should return a result. We have, don't we have a connection somewhere? Yeah, we have a connect here. Okay, so I need to connect to the database and I want to delete everything in there and then rerun the seeds. I think that's what we want, right? So delete everything. And in order to delete everything, we can use the models to delete everything. Do I go from the table? I think we do the entire use. Do I go from create? I don't remember if I go from this. Schema. We'll have to do book authors first. DSL star. Okay, so we pull that in. Where do I go from? I don't. I'll have to. Do we have to go look it up, or am I gonna be able to figure this out? Book authors. Because I could use something like table. There's not a table. There's not like a delete. Okay, so I need to go look up how to do a delete. Okay, so I can just do. Wait, diesel delete. Oh. And then I just give it what the table is. Okay. So it's actually much simpler. So diesel delete the source. So what are we deleting? We are deleting everything in is it book author? What's book authors? I mean the entire table, right? Execute, which means I need the connection. Okay. So that should delete everything in the book authors table. Out of Well, okay. So we just do this exactly the same, yeah. Factorio 2.0 is out. Yeah, I saw that on some of the other discords that I'm a member of. I put that into ours. I have never finished Factorio 1, and I was reading the Steam page for Factorio 2. It's not just like, oh, hey, it's just like, new engine, better game, same general idea. No, it's a continuation. So it starts off right where you left off, which makes me kind of want to play Factorio 1, actually finish it, and then move on from there. Because I've never actually uh, completed Factorio 1. I've started it many times. Okay, so delete, do that. Okay, so let's. I guess I just want to do this 3 times, right? So we have book authors, which. Oh, you're getting this from this. So I need to also use schema. Authors, DSL, star. No, books. DSL, thank you. Okay, so this becomes authors, books. Okay, so we delete all of these, and I'm actually curious if this is going to work. Oh, I have to mark this as a test, don't I? Like that. Yes. Okay, so now theoretically, if I run this as a test, everything will work and do what we expect. Yeah, 2.0 changes a lot of things for the better by itself. Biggest changes is new but incompatible rail and new simpler fluid networks. I never even got to the point where I was doing fluids. And I never got trains or anything else like that when I played. I never really got past the first refactor point. And I don't remember why. I think usually I just got busy, and then once you stop doing it for long enough, it's like, oh, I should just restart. So I would restart a lot. The world record for rocket launch on 1.x is sub 2 hours. I guess I could do a speed run of one following the tricks, but it'd probably be way more than that. IT Maker, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so let's see here. If we, oh, I don't have my select anymore. So if I do, let's just do a table of like book authors. So we have a bunch of stuff in here. We have books and we have authors. Okay, so we have all these different things and we have those as IDs. So if I run our test now, all of these should be cleared out. There's an achievement for doing it sub 8 hours. It's not hard. Okay. I wonder if I could do that like essentially first try. Running 0 tests. Oh, okay. So here's the running that test. That's okay. It ran. So now let's try this again. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Excellent. That's what we like to see. So we delete everything in here. And then I want to, I guess that's a good question is like, do I want, I'll refactor these out into better sort of like layout a little bit later. So for now, we have the seed. Okay, so we've erased everything, and now I want to run the seeds. And the best way to run the seeds is through the source bin seed. Can I run that? Can I run source bin seeds? From this test, or am I going to have to put this? Yeah, how do I test a binary? IT Maker, you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. We're building this course for a diesel, which is going well. Let's see the cargo test. But this is just the command for cargo test, right? That's not the same thing. When no target selection options are given, cargo test will build the following targets of the selected packages. Binaries. You know, I am wondering, what if I move test? So what if I take these tests? So let's move tests to source, bind, I guess just bin, bind. And now if I run the test again, okay, running 0 tests. Running unit tests. C bind C.rs. Oh, 0 tests. 0 tests. Okay, so that's not how to do it. Do I have to put I have to put those tests into? Okay. Wait, maybe I can have a test directory inside of there? No, maybe that's the problem. Maybe I can't have. Okay, so what if I move from tests, seeds tests to here? I don't think it did anything. Wait. Running one test, seed test. Okay. Oh, interesting. So I have to, I can keep it in the binary folder, but I have to, I guess it's not really binary, is it? It's a bin. Keep it in a bin folder. Shouldn't test folder be outside a source folder? So yes, but how do I access the thing that's in the bin from the tests? Is that something that I can do? Because inside of here we have this seeds. So I want to run this main folder. So I want to run this command. The test, pretty simple. Test looks like this. Well, okay, there you go. Test looks like this. I'm just connecting into Diesel, and then we're just deleting everything from the database, and then I want to run. So run seeds. We want to run the seeds here. So the question becomes, how do I do that? Can I do that? Or do I not want the test? Do I not want the test to run the seeds themselves? Try running it using command. Yeah, we could do that. In that case, if we run it using command, then I think you can expose your constants. I mean, but the constants aren't the problem. The problem is that it's a bin, which means it's just a it is a main function inside of there, and I can't expose that. Why do you have to wait for everybody else before you start 2.0, Diablo? Okay, so let's once again let's make their tests like that. Let's move our seeds test into there. Oh, you have a friend group, so you all play Factorio together. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. I always have trouble with like those type of games playing with a group because I just get overwhelmed and like you take a break and you come back and everything's so different. I have no idea what things are. I just sort of then kind of just stop. I think that type of thing, once I've played it through myself, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, many of you have thousands of hours individually. I don't have that. Okay, so we have you there. So let's now open up you. So if we want to run our is it command like that? Is it command like that? Wait a second. Are you not giving me any help? If you learn how the evolution of the factory, you can randomly join any game and pick it up. Yeah, I don't have that. I haven't played Factorio enough to be able to do that. Okay. Command. Okay, I want to do command new. Constructs a new command for launching a program at path program with the following default configuration. Inherit the current process working directory. That's going to be interesting. I wonder if that's going to work at all. Config mod test, use super function. So function from main. So, I mean, I guess I could have like another function. It's like we have in here. I guess I could put another function that main calls. But I don't know if that's, I don't know how I feel about that. Because that feels like it's going to be confusing for anybody who's going through and learning this. I would rather, let's see, command program. So is this just going to be the program? So I could just do cargo run find seed. I call this just seed, right? Yeah, seed. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Wait, you not try? Oh, that just gives me the command back. Okay, hold on. New sh. Oh, then I have to spawn, and then I can do the thing. Okay. Spawn, and I can do that. Okay. So if I run you, that runs the seeds. And let's, well, okay, if I run this again, the seed should run. So let's run our test again. Failed. No such file or directory. No such file or directory. Do you need to be one directory up? Oh, there's a helper crate for this. Oh, you're trying to find, well, if you do find that, we'll use that. Sylvie, hi, come here. What's up? Come over here, and I'll bring you up. You wanna say hi to everybody? All right, Zilby's back. Nope. Zilby doesn't like the camera. He might not like the window. Although he sometimes likes to hang out the window too. So I'm not sure about that. I know he doesn't like the mic very much though. Okay, yeah, we could do status. Let's see. Add assert command as a dev dependency. Oh, is it assert underscore command? Okay. So cargo add, how do I do a dev dependency? Just dev. Dev assert command. Dash dash dev. Oh, or just dash D. No? There we go. Okay, so we have assert command. And oh, fine. I guess I'll go take a look. Great. Assert command. Easy command initialization and assertions. Assert command aims to simplify the process for doing integration testing of CLIs, including finding or creates binary to test. Assert on the result of your program's run. Okay. Okay, so create a new command. So we do that. Command cargo bin. Wait, this is what I want. Command cargo bin. So our seed command make sure I restart that. Yeah, the cargo bin is what I want. I bet it. Why doesn't my cat like the microphone? I don't know. Just random little things that he doesn't like. Although sometimes he's perfectly fine with it, but he generally doesn't like things on like big arms like that. That freaks him out. It's like it's one of those fun things where it's like, oh yeah, he's that is a thing. Okay, command cargo bin. So right, I have to pull in the right command. So assert command. Probably this one. Cargo bin and your seed. Okay, so that gives us that. Configure a command. I don't think I need to configure it at all. Because I don't need to like add any arguments. I don't know if I need to set what the current directory is or not. It might figure that out, but if not, we can deal with that. Validate it. How do I run it? Okay, trivial example. Cargo bin fixture, unwrap, assert success. Okay, simple. So seed command assert success. You need to be mutable. Okay, so now if I run this, cargo test, one passed, and so now if I do a table books, yeah, there we go. Table book authors, and we can see I don't have like doubles in here, so if I run this again, yeah, the IDs are updated, they're new, and there's not duplicate books. That's good. You love cats, you have two, although you have to go. Wish me good luck with the course. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, we only have one cat here, unfortunately. And he does, I don't know, he was meowing at me, so I think he wanted me to go downstairs with him, probably to feed him. Although he has food, he just didn't eat all of it. He ate most of it. And now I keep on putting it into the refrigerator after he's done because I don't want it to just sit out for too long. And then he gets upset because where's his food? His food must be in plate at all times, no matter what, even if it's collecting disease. All cats are liars and have food. Actually, Zilby does not have food right now. It's in a refrigerator, so he has no access to his food. He doesn't need the food. But yeah, he doesn't actually have his food. Half the time though, he just wants me to put his food out so that way it's there and he knows it's there. Okay, or he wants different food or a treat or something like that. Okay, so man, we do that. Okay, so once we do this, now we can start testing that the seeds are correct. So how do we want to test that the seeds worked besides running this? Do we want to test to see that like these actually got in here? Because I don't know about the names. I could just spot check a couple of them. Or we can do a full test on everything, which is a lot more annoying, but I mean, if people are paying to take this course, we should test everything. So okay, so we have books and authors. So I want to grab all the books, right? So that's gonna be, I want the table, right? So Diesel. Oh, book. It's not as select. Oh, it might be this. Okay, so query select. So give me all. Self is the that's the wrong method to use. Can I do dot? Oh, select, and then we do book. As select. Okay, so we do, that's everything then. And then I just want to get everything. Oh, what was the get everything one? It's not execute. Yeah. Load. Return a vector with return roads. Okay, so we load. We own our connection. Okay, and then this should give me a vec. So shouldn't you know what this is? Why are you upset? This expression has type result vec book. Yeah, okay. So I do that. This expression has type vec book. Okay. Mismatch types. Expected struct vec book found struct y. Why did you find schema books table? Okay. Now I need to go remember what I'm supposed to do to get it to do this select. Guess we'll just go back to this and go find the simple select that we did here. all. Yeah, okay, so posts, it got the post from this, which is what we want. So that's what I'm doing right now, right? Is I'm getting from DSL posts, select, post to select. Okay, so we do that, select, load, and yeah, that should be fine, right? This should be a vec, a book. But you're getting schema books table. So books, which is coming from you. Ahmed, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so I'm getting this from the DSL book. The books DSL is where this book's come from. Oh. I'm shadowing it. That's the problem. Yeah, let's see, books. Call this all books. That's what it is. I'm shadowing it. Silly me. Okay, so let's get all books. Let's get all authors. Then our selection is going to be author, select. Okay, and then do I care about, you're doing great, had a long coding day. That's always nice, right? You're in Istanbul, so it's 7 p.m. Well, welcome from Istanbul. Hopefully you're having a good night. Do I want to get the combination? I probably would just want to get that they exist. So all book authors. Okay, so now we have all three of these, and then I don't necessarily care about the IDs of them, but I do want to test the names of these. Where did I? Oh no, it's in the assessment. Uh, there. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, so this is the book name. So I want to loop through and then test. Oh, the order should be this, but I totally understand if they don't put it in that same order, do I really care? Probably not. You have 15 years of experience as a coder, Java, C Sharp, PHP, last 5 years Dart and TypeScript. Now you're feeling rusty. Nice. That's a good sort of collection of languages. Do I care about that? Because like if I do, let's say books, so this would be book names. And I could make this be an array. Okay, let's come over here. Dude, that's too many. New world, that. Okay, so there we go. So now we have our book names that we want to go over. So an array of 6 stir. That's fine. So, okay. I want to check to see that we have. Okay, so after we delete the table, okay, so we delete everything in the database. And then I want to check to see if that we have 6 things. So, or at least that we have the same number of things as these. So instead of all books like this, we can do some fun queries, because this is stuff that we can that SQL lets you do. So let's do like book count. And then I'll just do, like, who cares if I do like a million different queries? Like, they'll be fine. We can put queries into a loop, right? Nobody cares about that. Or I could just get all. I want to get all of them and like just delete them from as I test. Like, there's 2 different ways to do it. One is the more efficient way of doing it, and one is the whatever. It's just 6 queries. We can do those really fast. Okay, so if I get all the queries, then okay. So let's say I get all the queries again. Let's get rid of the authors. So I want to assert equal that all books, the length of all books is the same as book names. Okay. All right, so that's one thing. So if the length is the same, then I can now loop through book names and then check to see if I can find that inside of all books. That probably works. The benchmarks on a Rust versus JavaScript teases you a lot. You built your app on vendor open source framework, which you love, but then there's this temptation of Rust. You want to build an open source e-commerce framework on Rust. I don't know if there's any of those in existence yet, in Rust at least. That would we're getting to that point where people are starting to use Rust for non-systems level stuff, for like actual like build big app type things, and the more we get those type of things, it's going to be great. Like I'm really excited and looking forward to what the community comes up with, because like we already have Tori. Like Tori lets you build pretty much anything. I mean, it's Electron but for Rust, so it already we have that ability for app building. Iter plus all. Yeah. Well, I can't guarantee the order is the same, right? If I could sort these. Okay, so if I sort book names and I sort all books, then the order should be the same, right? I think it's the contains, yeah? Yeah, so I should just do the contains, right? So if I just do a for book name in book names, so if I just do that, and then I want to let's like, so if we have our DV book equals okay, so our DB book equals all books. So I get the iter, and then I'm going to find So we have a DB book. And in this DB book, I want to check to see that the DB book name is equal to the book name. And we return that. And so that gives us an option book, right? And so I want to assert equal. I can't assert equal. I can just assert DB book is some. Like I don't really care about the rest of it, right? Because I already tested that it is the same thing, right? So if that's true, then we're good to go. Okay, so this should now test that all the names are correct. You think the other way around? All books iter all book names. Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's try that. So if I change you, we do all books, go through an iterator. And so you're thinking, then we just do all. Test if every element of the iterator matches a predicate. What does it do? Oh, it's just a, okay, so then it's a, oh, cool. I don't think I've used all before. So then we let, I mean, this becomes just an assert. Like that. So this becomes a DB book. And then I want to test to see that the DB book, no, I want to test to see that the book names contains the DB book dot name. That gives me a Boolean, and this is supposed to be a Boolean, right? Yes. Expected a stir, found a string. Okay, that's simple enough. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. A reference to a stir. That works. Okay, so cargo test. We do that. Run one test. Okay. Now, to test that the test is working, let's come into here and make a small change. So we'll say for the book seeds, for Brave New World, just add 3 exclamation points. Failed. Oh, it failed in here. Hold on. In wait, this is from my command, isn't it? In the test. Can I find book when inserting seeds? Ooh, but it won't show me which one it is. Russ's biggest mistake: stir, string, and friends. I mean, I can see both sides to the argument, right? Because if you're trying to be similar to C++ and other languages like that, then you kind of have to copy their multiple strings as well. Now, maybe naming them the exact same, like close to that, like that, yeah, maybe there could be some name changes, but I don't know. In some ways, the for is better because the assert would tell you which one is missing. Yeah, I think. But looping over the books instead of the names is better for the test. Yeah, but it makes you say stir out loud. That's true. That's true. We should they should have considered the phonetics of the language when choosing the method and primitive names. In English too, right? Because like what does that even sound like in other languages? I don't know. And we all know programming only works for English, so we might as well focus on that, right? No, don't do that. Okay, so yeah, so okay, the problem here is our our errors coming out. Hold on. Do we get different errors without that? No, we get the same error. So yeah, the problem is cannot find book when inserting seeds. Where Oh, it's because the book author seeds. That's the problem. Okay, so the book if I'm gonna make a change to the book author seeds like that, I also have to make a change to here. I completely forgot that I had set that up like this. So if I do that, then we won't have this problem anymore. And now, panicked. Assertion failed. All Burke's iter, all DB book contains. Yeah, okay, so because it's just a false, that's the problem. In assert, can I hand it something? Like the message to put out? Wasn't true. Yes, that's what I could do. So that would be here. We can say, let's see, not all book names found in database. Check your seeds. So if we do that, not all book names found in database, check your seeds. Okay. So now we have a better error message to show like, hey, this is where that problem is. So now we want to do the exact same thing, but for authors, so author names. Okay, so now we have all of our author names. Let's also get all authors. Let's also cert equal that all authors blank is the same as author names. Okay, so we're going to start with all authors. And we're going to check to see if the is it all authors? No, it is author names. So author names contains DB author name Esther. And then this is not all author names found in the database. Check your seeds. Okay, so we've got that. And then the final one, we want the author. That's going to be, okay, so that one's going to be maybe the most, the toughest one to figure out is the author, the join. I mean, I could do a manual join statement. Yeah, we might as well do that, right? So if I get let all book authors all book authors will be I'm trying to decide if I want to actually do like a full join here, or if I just want to get all the book authors and then just check their IDs. But I think doing the full join is the actual best way to do this. We just did this last week, and I've already forgotten how to do it. It is we start from book authors has it, right? So I'm getting everything. Right, there was the group by thing. That's what we want to do. We need to do the group by. So book authors, select. Okay, so I have you, but I need to go remember. How do we do the many to many here? So reading data, get the page for a book. So you start from page. So you start from book authors belonging to the books, belonging to. Oh, and I can just do belonging to. Oh, no, I can't do belonging to multiple times. We found that out. Oh, and I'm loading them all anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I want to grouped by, yeah, so group the pages per group. So we take pages, so in this case, oh wait, do they have the many to many? Okay, so we have, well, they're getting one author. Book author belonging to one person, unfortunately. Sitsu, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a great rest of your day. I'm only here for another half hour or so today, also. A short stream on Mondays. Yeah, but have a good one. Okay, so you do it right because you just do an inner join. Yes, you're just doing an inner join on it. So in that case, so if I just do book author, I just join on everything, right? And then that gives me all the things. And I have to tell you that I'm grabbing that. Yeah, so book author I select. Okay, so I need, so all book authors. Okay, so book authors, do I do it after? I do this before the select. So we will do an inner join. Everything's filled up, so there's no, everything's there, so there's no nulls, but inner join is gonna be fine for this. I want, what am I joining? I am joining, okay, books table. So this is gonna be, the books table. Are you doing this in a, yeah, I do it to them, right? So another inner join, authors table, select, we do book author select, book as select, author, as select, load the connection, and then you are super unhappy because you don't really understand that it's this type. So we're going to have now a vec of a tuple of book author, book author. I mean, because if I do that, I don't actually know if I need all these other connections here. Although it's probably a good idea for me to test them just anyways to make sure that they are there. And then we have all book authors. And so now I can test to see if you're the correct one. So okay, so I have this, unfortunately, which means I need to relook through this. We have author one, so Aldous and Brave New World is together. Yeah, so Aldous, Brave New World. I think everything is the same until. Oh, right. It's Herman Melville wrote both Moby Dick and Omo, right? It's like one wrote two, and then two wrote one. That's our sort of combination there. But I guess here we'll do a let. I mean, you know what I could do? I could just steal this from you. Okay, so here we have our book author names. Obviously, I don't want that. This now lets us now see. Okay, so I can load through the all book authors. So let's do an assert. So this will be the same thing. So all book authors. We iterate through this, do all. Get the DB book author, and then I want to check. So a couple different things, right? I want to check that the name of the book is the same. DB book. Can I actually do this? Can I do something like DB book author, DB book, DB author? You kind of actually know what this is, don't you? Yeah, you know that that's a book. You know that's a book author. Okay, so I have access to all of those. So I want to check. Okay, so I want to find the book in here and then check to see if it has the same author there. So I have to find the right one in book author names. And once I found that, then we check the author. Or reverse. So I can just do if. I mean, okay, we'll do let's this is gonna be book name, or it's not just book name, it's the book author name. Let sum equals book author names, iter find. Oh, and then it's both these together because it's a tuple. So we're going to have and I only care about the first one, don't I? So book name. Yeah, and you're a stir. Okay. I want book name is equal to db book name, else return false. Right? So I have you. So that checks the book name that we find something that it has something here, right? So then if you don't exist, if the book okay, so book author name, we can actually change this, can't we? Because this is another tuple here where we have book name, author name. So yeah, you know what that is. And I don't care about the book name anymore. So to show that I don't care about the book name, we do that. And at this point, all we care about is the author name. Is the author name going to be it's going to be multiple times, so this might be wrong. Oh, okay. So the problem here is that because DB author is repeated twice in this last one, how do I know if it's Alistair or Emily? So if Emily comes up first and I check against Alistair, then that's obviously a problem, right? Like that's an issue. So I need a better way of going through this. Now, another thing I could do, I could loop through the loop through the book authors, the all book authors that we get from the database, and I can check it against the book author names. And when I found that it matches both the name and the other one, I could remove it. I could do let's see, when I do when I do contains, can I partial equal should work for a tuple like that, right? So maybe I can just do something similar to this where you have like db book author, db book, db author like that. So if I just do book author names, what if I just do contains? And the contains for this, I want to be a tuple of db book db book name as stir DB author name as stir. What if I do that? I return you. Why are you upset? Open, close, open, close, open, close. Contains. Because I'm not closing contains. Okay. Maybe. Let's see. Nope. Expected a reference. Okay, so one more reference right there. I don't care about you. Okay. So you might work. Let's fix our seeds here. I want to see if this at least passes first. Hey, it passed. Okay. Now, if I wanted to make this not passed, we could say in seed test here. Let's actually add in you also, not there. There. We're going to say not all the books are associated correctly with the authors. Check your seeds. Okay. So if I were to say that maybe The Raven and other poems is also written by Washington Irving. So it should be able to find that. So when we run this, we should have gotten a failure, right? Oh, it won't get a failure because we're starting from. Oh, this won't get a failure unless I remove Edgar Allan Poe altogether, I believe. Then it should get a failure. That's what that is. Okay. So the reason why this didn't work originally the way I thought it would was because if I'm starting the loop in the test from the database, it successfully found everything in here. It doesn't mind that, like, you know, oh, there's extra ones lying around in my book author names. But now we have successfully have tests for all the seeds. So I do definitely need these tests for all the books and all the authors to make sure that we have the authors that we're testing. Otherwise, you could have just sort of random ones and it just like less than you should. It's not the best. We should also test this length, shouldn't we? So assert equal all book authors length is equal to book author names dot length. Okay, that will be much better. And let's get rid of these warnings. No more warnings in a project. And we have our first set of tests. Excellent. Okay, so create a seed database program and run it. And this is the first one that has like tests associated with it. So great, perfect. I guess also the DB models have tests sort of associated with them as well. So perfect. Okay, so it is 10:52. We got 8 minutes left before the end of the stream. So I don't know if I want to start on the next one, but we can figure out what the next thing is going to be. So after we've created our C database program and run it, that's great. Now we want to do CRUD type things. So probably a create at that moment. So create function to insert a book. And we'll probably have to do something where we create a function, insert a book, create a function, insert an author, and create a function to associate a book and an author, and deletes all around that too. So this will be next. Create a function to insert a book. And with that, I think we're going to go ahead and end it for the day. I will be back tomorrow morning at 9:30, and then it will be the full stream. So until 12 p.m. my time, and we'll start working on the actual meat of the assessment here, which will be great. And then I'll also be back on Thursday. So Wednesday, I have to travel to another town, so I won't be available for streaming then. But it'll be good. Tell the cat you miss him. I will indeed. I'll tell Zilby that you specifically miss him, and maybe you know what? I'll put a photo of Zilby into the Discord too, because it's been too long since we've done that. That way you can look at a higher, like a little closer up version of him. So with that, have a great rest of your day. I will see you all next time. Bye.